6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Pickett now on first down. He's got this to Pickens, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They hand this off to Harris, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Again, it's Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
Think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
Now a throw here to his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now Carr again. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Again, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Raiders get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
George Pickens, the intended target.
3rd down here.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
He's going to take another shot here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin with a matchup Browns fans remember all too well from 1986. Cleveland taking on Denver, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Kenneth Walker, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Mac Jones, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.